Hey, sorry guys, I was trying to get my phone set up and I didn't realize that it already went to live. So let's get started. I have a buffalo plaid stencil that I wanted to use. This month we painted, or we're painting in the virtual paint party, this snowman, but I wanted to show how you can use a stencil to do the scarf a little bit differently. So I ordered this stencil from Amazon, and I will put the link to the stencils in the comments. It wouldn't let me put it ahead of time, so I apologize for that. I was trying to do that, but it wasn't working out. So the stencil comes just like this, and you paint your background color first. So I want my buffalo plaid to be red and black, so I'm gonna get some red paint. I am using Deco Art Santa Red, and I'm just gonna squirt it in here. This red covers pretty well, so I'm hoping it'll only take me one coat. Mom? Yes, baby. Not right now. We're gonna have dinner in just a few minutes. Yes, I am. All right, so I'm just gonna grab some paint, and I'm going to paint this curve right here, which is where the scarf will be. I'm just going to fill it in. Y'all tell me if y'all can't see that, even though I don't think it's letting me see comments right now. Now obviously I have a little bit of paint from the other side when I painted it blue that is over on this side, but that's okay. We'll fix that. And if you want to know more about painting every month with me for our virtual paint party, I can send you a link to sign up for the wait list. We are not open right now, but we are going to have a surprise opening one more time this year. And I'm hoping that a lot of you ladies that were not able to join this last time but wanted to, maybe your significant others, your family, maybe you can talk them into giving you an experience for Christmas instead of a gift, and maybe you could paint with me every month. We would love to have you. Okay, so I've got this on. I'm gonna let that dry just a little bit. And while that's drying, I'm gonna grab an ornament, and I just wanna show you how versatile these stencils are. While this is drying, I'm gonna move it out of the way. And then I'm gonna paint this ornament, just the bottom of it. We're getting ready to carve pumpkins tonight. That and dyeing Easter eggs are like some of my very favorite things to do every year. And while it's not one of those magical moments that you think about before you have kids, where, oh, everybody's just going to be in harmony and all that kind of stuff, while it's not like that and there are, kid fights and things like that, it's still like my favorite thing. So I love doing creative stuff like that with those two little hoodlums of mine. Okay, so I think our red is just about dry, so I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to get my scarf back over here. I should have cleared off my table before I went live today, but I didn't. And I'm going to grab a pouncer, which I usually have one in here, and of course now I'm not finding it. Let me see. Guys, it's ridiculous when you have this many paintbrushes on your paint table and then you can't find what you need. Okay, so let's see. I am not finding it. Let me look right here for just a second. Okay, so I didn't find exactly what I wanted, but I found something that will work just fine. It's just not, doesn't have a handle. I found just a sponge. I was gonna use one of those round, oh, you know what? That's not it. I was gonna use one of those round daubers. That would work better, but we are all about working with what you have available. So let's just pretend like this is all we had today, because, well, it kind of is. So I'm gonna get some black paint, and for this, I am going to put it on a flat surface because I'm gonna need to dab a lot of it off. So let me get, and you can do it even on a scrap like a plastic bag. So I'm just gonna squirt it on here. Okay, so I've got some black paint. We don't want a lot of paint on our brush or our sponge. So I'm gonna put paint on, and then I'm gonna dab most of it off. Then I'm just going to gently keep my stencil in place with my hand, and I'm just dabbing up and down. The main thing is you don't want to move your stencil. Straight up and down, guys. And I'm going to move my fingers straight up and down. Now this is not filling in all the way. You can fill in all the way, but I want it to look a little bit rustic. So I'm just going to keep moving. Now I'm going to get a little bit more paint and just keep moving. The main thing is when you're working with stencils, you don't want to use a lot of paint, and you want to go up and down. If you use a lot of paint, it has more of a chance of getting underneath the stencil. And while a little bit of bleed is okay under the stencil, you don't want a lot. And I don't know if you noticed, but I did go off of the area with my stencil. I didn't put it right up against the side because I want it to look like a piece of fabric. And if it were a piece of fabric, it would flow on and off because you're going to cut it and sew it. So I want it to be organic like that. I might have gotten a little bit too much paint right then. We'll have to wait and see. Just going to keep it in place. If you guys have questions, you can leave them in the comments, and after I turn the video off, I can look and see, because like I said, it's not showing me anything right now. A little bit more paint. Finger back on there. All right, I see some people already starting to question in their brains, okay, well, your stencil's not big enough. What do we do now? So in just a second, I will show you what we do next. Ooh, I think I got some underneath. Nope, it's okay. Okay, friends, I'm going to lift this up. Look how pretty that is. Do y'all see how pretty that is? Okay, I need to make sure that there's no bleed through on the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice this microfiber towel, and I'm just going to rub my stencil, just like dab it so that I know it's dry before I set it back down. You could do this with a paper towel if you wanted to. But then I need to line this back up over here. So I need to figure out, I think that will be good. Just need to line this back up and position it so that I can keep going with my pattern. All right, so here we go. Oh, need more paint. Y'all see how quick this is? If you had to try to stencil out this pattern with graphite paper and a pencil and then go back in and fill it in, you're gonna be here all day long. This is great too for those of you who do paint parties and want the ability to be able to do fun patterns with your customers. Look at that. Is that not so cute? Okay, so on one side of our snowman, let me just flip this over so you can see. He has a polka dotted scarf. And look at that on the other side. Now, what's awesome is up here, he had a turquoise band. You could even do plaid up here. So I'm gonna set this off to the side, and then we're gonna do this ornament real quick. I'm gonna show you how quick this one is. So this one, I'm gonna go a little bit higher. I don't think I want it on center. I think I want it, there we go, like this. I get a little bit more paint. I just painted the background red. I used my Deco Art paint, which covers amazing. This is the Deco Art paint to the black. And I'm just gonna dab all over. Need a little bit more paint. Now remember, you don't have to fill it all the way in if you don't want to. If you get it off just a little bit, just try to line it back up before you put your paintbrush back or your sponge back down. I need more paint. I'm almost out of black and need a little bit more over here because when I spread it out like that, it dries super fast. Oh, and for those of you who want to know, this is the 9-inch stencil. Uh-oh, I think I just messed up a little bit. This is the 9-inch stencil. If you were doing a bigger door hanger or something that you need to cover more area, there you go, look at that. Isn't that cute? I would suggest the 12-inch, and I will show you what, I'm going to create a 12-inch stencil. They also sell them on Amazon, but I found this really big cutout of an ornament at Hobby Lobby. Let me see if I can zoom out. It was $12.99. It was on sale, I think half off. And I want to do that really big in buffalo plaid. And so in order to do that, I could use the smaller stencil, but I think it would look better if it was a bigger stencil. So I hope that that was super helpful. Here are our two pieces that we did. And that was what, like 10 minutes? And we buffalo plaid 2 different things. Now on this, I would probably go back and I would draw, you know, a line so that you can tell where the fabric stops and starts. But it is super easy, guys, to do your work with a stencil. All right, I hope that you all have a fantastic night. And I will put the link to my favorite stencils in my Amazon store as soon as I jump off. Bye, guys.